Hi friends, in this video we have a look at the structure of the earthworm, right? One minute, I'll just, okay. Now as it is, we first take a look at the morphology and then some of the structures within the earthworm. Uh, Better is if I just disappear so you'll be able to see properly. Okay, so earthworm, reddish brown terrestrial invertebrate. Uh, we have studied earthworm as a part of Annelida. Right, common Indian earthworms are Ferritima and Lumbricus. Ferritima posthuma is the full name of the common earthworm. Now, earthworms, as seen, have a long cylindrical body, metamerically segmented body, about 100 to 120 metameres, right? Now, segments. Dorsal surface of the body is marked by a dark median mid-dorsal line. Just zoom in so you can see it properly. Can you see the mid-dorsal line passing? That is basically the blood vessel, the dorsal blood vessel which is passing just beneath the skin. So that is telling us that this is the dorsal surface. The ventral surface is distinguished by presence of genital pores. Again, if you can see this diagram B. Can you see this female genital aperture, the male genital aperture? All these are available on the ventral surface, right? So you can easily know which is the ventral and the dorsal surface of the earthworm. The anterior end consists of the mouth and the prostomium, right? If you look, the prostomium is a projection. उसके नीचे mouth है. The first segment is called as the peristomium. So prostomium जो है, a lobe which serves as a covering for the mouth and as a wedge. Wedge यानी जो pointed चीज है, you can see the structure to force open cracks in the soil into which the earthworm may crawl. The prostomium is sensory in function. Now, the body of the earthworm is divided into three parts. Right now, the segment number 14, 15 and 16, right, that is collectively called as the clitellum. Segment 14, 15 and 16. देखो क्या लिखा है पे? In a mature worm, segments 14 to 16 are covered by a prominent dark band of glandular tissue called clitellum. ये देखो यहाँ पर, which secretes mucus and albumin for the formation of cocoon or egg capsule. Right now, we will see that when we come to the last slide about reproduction in earthworms, that how does the clitellum help. लेकिन यहाँ पर glandular tissue है तो definitely secretion उसका function है. So, अब with the help of clitellum, the body gets divided into the preclitellar region, clitellum, and the postclitellar. Right now, so first segments 13 तक preclitellar, 14, 15, 16 clitellum और 17 के आगे लास्ट तक जो है वो हो जाएगा postclitellum. ठीक है? Okay. Now, the organ of locomotion for earthworm is the setae. It is in each body segment except the first, last and clitellum. Now, these are some specific areas, right? So, you should be knowing them because MCQ में आ सकता है ये. First, last and clitellum में setae is not there. It is S-shaped. I can see this small structure, the slightly curved S-shaped structure. Right, it can be extended, retracted. Principal role of setae is locomotion. Now, what are the various apertures in the earthworm? Right now, see, not forgetting that the earthworm is a hermaphrodite. The earthworm is a hermaphrodite. Both the male and the female structures are present on the same organism. Right now, what are the various apertures? Now, सबसे पहले 4 pairs of spermathecal apertures. स्पर्मैथिका ये कॉकरोच में भी आके गया अपने को, राइट. It is the structure which receives the sperms. So it is not a part of the male system, it is a part of the female system which receives the sperm. Situated on the ventrolateral sides. Ventrolateral side. So ventral आगे वाला पार्ट हो गया ventrolateral, और वो भी इंटरसेगमेंटल ग्रूव, राइट. दो ग्रूव के बीच में देखो, ये 5 और 6 के ग्रूव के ऊपर है अपर्चर, नॉट द स्पर्मैथिकल बैग. स्पर्मैथिकल बैग अपने आगे देखेंगे, दे आर प्रेजेंट इन सेगमेंट 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, राइट ना. 6, 7, 8, 9, सॉरी. तो ये 5 और 6 के बीच में जो ग्रूव है उसके ऊपर अपर्चर है. प्लीज बी केयरफुल इफ द क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड for the opening of spermatical aperture or spermatical bag or spermatheca per se, please, right ना. अगर spermatical aperture है तो intersegmental groove का डिस्क्रिप्शन आएगा, अगर सिर्फ spermatheca है तो segment आएगा, ठीक है. A single female genital pore is present in the mid-ventral line. दोनों भी genital aperture, male and female दोनों भी जो है, it is on the ventral side. तो फीमेल जेनाइटल पोर इज इन द 14th segment. ये रहा देखो यहाँ पे 14th segment, and a pair 2 male genital pores on the ventrolateral side of the 18th segment. So spermathical apertures, ये एक टाइप का अपर्चर है. सेकेंड अप द फीमेल जेनाइटल पोर वेंट्रल मिड वेंट्रल 14th segment. तीसरा pair of male genital on 18th segment, ventrolateral, and numerous minute pores called nephridiopores, right, the opening of the nephridia, right. We will see the 3 types of nephridia also on the surface of the body. So how many types of apertures, openings are seen on the body of the earthworm? 4 types, right. Spermathecal aperture, female genital aperture, male genital aperture, and nephridiopores. 4 types of apertures, right. So these 4 types of apertures along with their respective segment, right. Now earthworm में सबसे बड़ा challenge जो है वो है segment, याद रखना. That's why if you see in my presentation I have categorized everything according to the segment. The digestive system, time for me to go. Okay, digestive system, right. Again, mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, gizzard, right. पढ़ा हमने कॉकरोच में, आर्थ्रोपोडा में gizzard, right. Stomach, intestine, anus. As I said, what is important is the respective segments, right. Mouth, तो we saw it is overhung by prostomium. Buccal cavity from first to third segment. Pharynx from the middle of the third to the end of fourth. Esophagus 5th to 7th. Gizzard segment 8 and 9. Again देखो, helps in grinding the food. Thick walled muscular organ, that's why it is helping in grinding with the help of thick muscles and cuticle. Stomach, देखो stomach narrow tube है, from 9th to 14th highly vascular and glandular. Chalky secretion. Calciferous glands are there in the stomach to neutralize the humic acid of the humus. Intestine starts from 15, जहां से stomach खत्म होता है, continues till the last segment. उसमें 26th segment में we have a pair of intestinal CK, right, projecting from the intestine on the 26th segment. The characteristic feature of intestine between 26 and 35 is the presence of internal median fold of the dorsal wall called typhlosole. अब ये जो similar to the villi to increase the surface area, अब यहां से क्या पूरा intestine है ना, राइट ना. 14 तक तो स्टमक है, उसके आगे पूरा intestine है. तो यहां पर डाइजेशन होने के बाद देर इज इंक्रीज इन रिक्वायर्ड ऑफ इंक्रीजमेंट इन सरफेस एरिया, तो इसलिए यहां पर एक फोल्ड आ गया एंड दैट फोल्ड इज कॉल्ड एज स्टिफ्लोसोल। ठीक है, इंक्रीजेस द इफेक्टिव एरिया ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन एंड फाइनली लास्ट में आ जाएगा एनस। राइट, सो दिस इज द डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम ऑफ द अर्थवर्म। सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम के अंदर, राइट, क्लोज्ड टाइप ऑफ ब्लड वैस्कुलर सिस्टम, राइट, consisting of blood vessels, capillaries and heart. Now we have the heart, which are 4 pairs of tubular hearts present in the 7th segment, 9th segment, 12th segment and 13th segment, right? जो 7th और 9th है उसको lateral hearts बोलते हैं, जो 12th और 13th है उसको lateral esophageal hearts बोलते हैं हम लोग। तो 4 pairs of tubular hearts. Obviously you can see the blood vessel, right? ना उसके पहले anterior loops without valves in the 10th and the 11th segment. Can you see the anterior loops in the 10th and 11th? Blood vessels में we have 2 major blood vessels, dorsal and ventral. I can see this, the red one is the dorsal, जिससे dorsal surface मालूम पड़ता है. This is the line which is seen. और नीचे है ventral, right? Dorsal में valves are there, ventral में valves are not there. Blood glands are present in segment 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 में you have blood glands, right, producing blood corpuscles and hemoglobin. And the blood is colorless plasma and blood cells. Hemoglobin is present in the plasma, helps in transport of oxygen. The only type of blood cell is the leukocyte, which is phagocytic by nature. ठीक है, so this is the circulatory system. Again उसमें what is important is the position of the hearts, right? The obviously 4 pairs are there, please, and the blood vessels का and blood glands का position. Excretory system में it has the nephridia. 3 types of nephridia we've got: pharyngeal, integumentary and septal. Pharyngeal are in 4th, 5th, 6th. Integumentary 3rd to the last, and septal 15 to the last on both sides of the intersegmental septa. Again यहाँ पर important is the position, right? See, sometimes they can twist the question and ask, ये देखो pharyngeal किधर है, 4th, 5th, 6th में है, blood glands भी किधर है, 4th, 5th, 6th में है, right? तो एक पैरेलल ड्रॉ करेंगे और तुमको पूछेंगे ब्लड ग्लैंड्स और फैरिंजल नेफ्रीडिया में क्या कॉमन बात है, राइट? एकदम ट्विस्टर क्वेश्चन हो जाएगा, ठीक है ना? सो उसमें क्या आंसर आएगा भाई? दोनों का प्लेसमेंट, दोनों का पोजीशन जो है वो 4th, 5th, 6th सेगमेंट में है। क्लियर? ओके, सो 3 टाइप्स ऑफ नेफ्रीडिया. अगेन, व्हाट डू द नेफ्रीडिया डू? रेगुलेट द वॉल्यूम एंड कंपोजिशन ऑफ बॉडी फ्लूइड्स, राइट? इट स्टार्ट्स एज अ फनल. देखो यहाँ पर सेप्टल नेफ्रीडिया का एग्जांपल लिखा है मैंने, यहाँ पर एक डायग्राम है. स्टार्ट्स एज अ फनल दैट कलेक्ट्स एक्सेस फ्लूइड फ्रॉम द सीलोमिक चेंबर, and the funnel connects to the tubular part which delivers waste through a pore on this. What is the pore called as? Nephridiopores, right? Now, so ये देखो nephridiopores will be present in all the segments except, देखो यहाँ पे 3rd to last है, 4th, 5th, 6th है, 15 to last है, मतलब first segment में there is no nephridia. In the first segment and the second segment there is no nephridia. ठीक है? Okay. Nervous system made up of nerve ring and nerve cord. The nerve ring is anterior, the nerve cord is posterior. Now nerve ring और nerve cord हमने already पहले cockroach में किया है, तो इसका discussion should be a little easier. Nerve cord in the anterior region, ये देखो nerve cord in the anterior region, ये रहा nerve cord तुम्हारा. Please follow my marker. Right, आ रहा है. In the 3rd and the 4th segment ये bifurcate हो रहा है. देखो, can you see the bifurcation of the nerve cord? It encircles the pharynx, right? ना pharynx के पीछे जाएगा वो, encircle करेगा, and joins the cerebral ganglia dorsally to form the nerve ring, right? ना, so nerve ring का position और nerve cord का position, राइट। नर्व कॉर्ड एंटीरियर है, थर्ड फोर्थ सेगमेंट में बाइफरकेट होगा, फेरिंग्स को एनसर्कल करेगा, उसके पीछे जाएगा और इट विल ज्वाइन विद द सेरेब्रल गैंग्लियन, राइट। उससे बनेगा तुम्हारा नर्व रिंग, बन जाएगा तुम्हारा। दैट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द नर्वस सिस्टम। फाइनली द रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम। ना रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम में जो सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है वो है डायग्राम। द डायग्राम इज द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज हियर, राइट। अगर लेबलिंग में आ गया तो काफी कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है, सो विल बी अ लिटिल केयरफुल अबाउट द डायग्राम। द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम हैज गॉट द टेस्टिस sac with the testes. Now let's have a look closely. थोड़ा सा मैं जूम करता हूं, ये देखो, कैन यू सी द टेस्टिस, राइट ना, राइट। क्या लिखा है देखो, testes two pairs in the 10th and 11th segment. So 10th and 11th segment, 11th segment testes अपने को दिख नहीं रहा है यहाँ पे। And the enclosure is the testis sac. So क्या लिखा, testis sac with testis, तो 10th और 11th दोनों सेगमेंट में आ जाएगा। So two pairs of testes, four of them, two pairs of testis sac, 10th 11th, ठीक है। Immature spermatozoa produced by the testes will first enter the testis sac, then make their way into the seminal vesicle. Two pairs of seminal vesicle again in 10th and 11th, right? 10th and 11th थोड़ा सा जूम करते हैं अपन, ये देखो, कैन यू सी लेबल ऑफ seminal vesicle। लेकिन उसके पहले we have got the spermiducal funnel, two pairs of funnels, one in the 10th and one in the 11th. देखो, everything is concentrated in the 10th and 11th segment. So understand that 10th and 11th segment is very, very important as far as the male reproductive system is concerned, right? So spermiducal funnel भी है, थोड़ा सा लेबलिंग में इन लोग से गड़बड़ हो गई है। ये देखो spermiducal funnel, एक्चुअली ये टेस्टिस का लेबलिंग है, जहां पे उन्होंने spermiducal funnel को लेबल किया है ना, जस्ट चेक ये न्यू वर्जन में एनसीईआरटी के करेक्शन है या नहीं। डायग्राम के अंदर स्पर्मिड्यूकल फनल का जो है ना वो एक्चुअली टेस्टिस है, उसके नीचे देखो और एक लेबलिंग है जो खाली है, जहां पे मेरा कर्सर है देखो अभी, ये एक ब्लैक वाला स्ट्रक्चर, वो स्पर्मिड्यूकल फनल है, ठीक है। तो जरा इसका ध्यान रखना प्लीज। नाउ टू पेयर्स ऑफ स्पर्मिड्यूकल फनल्स, वन इन द 10th and one in the 11th, one pair in the 10th and one pair in the 11th. Each funnel will lead to a fine tube, the vas deferens. अगर two pairs है spermiducal funnel के, मतलब vas deferens भी two pairs है, right? थोड़ा वापस जूम इन करते हैं तो now you will see two structures. Can you see the small cream colored और उसके बाजू में एक डार्क ब्राउन है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे बैकग्राउंड ब्राउन है तो ये दिखता नहीं है बराबर से। तो कैन आई सी अ पेयर हियर एंड अ पेयर हियर प्लीज? वास डिफरेंस का वन पेयर हियर प्लीज ऑन आइदर साइड प्लीज। टू पेयर्स, ईच फनल लीड्स टू अ वास डिफरेंस। वास डिफरेंस ऑफ ईच साइड रन वेरी क्लोज टू ईच अदर, राइट, एंड अप टू द 18th segment, 18 सेगमेंट का। इन द 18 सेगमेंट बोथ द वास डिफरेंशिया ऑफ ईच साइड, मतलब यहां का जो दोनों है, राइट ना, दे आर जॉइंट टू द प्रोस्टेट। कैन आई सी द प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड हियर, irregularly shaped, right, joined to the prostate duct which comes from the prostate gland. Two vasa deferentia ducts and one prostate duct, these are the two vasa deferentia and this is the prostate. So दो plus एक, तीन ducts, they are enclosed in a common sheath, right, called as the common prostate and spermatic duct. They open to the outside separately in the male genital aperture, which is in the 18th segment. Can you see this common duct? ये वाला, ये duct जो दिख रहा है आपको, ये common duct है और ये कहाँ ओपन अप हो रहा है? 18th. That's why male genital aperture is in the 18th segment. Pair, ये एक, ये दो, pair of them. प्लीज बी वेरी केयरफुल, जहां पर सिंगल स्ट्रक्चर है, जहां पर पेयर है, अभी तक सब पेयर चल रहा था अपना यहां पर, ओके। प्रोस्टेट extends from 16 to 21st. Obviously, prostatic fluid आएगा, which is a medium for transfer of sperms. And accessory glands, if you can see this accessory glands, the 17th and the 19th segment. देखो, two pairs again, one in the 17th, one in the 19th. The secretion of the glands helps to keep the two worms close together during copulation. Right? So be a little careful with the reproductive system in the earthworm, right? Please. So testes sac, testes, seminal vesicle, spermiducal funnel, ये जो चार स्ट्रक्चर्स है वो सब टू पेयर्स है, पोजीशन 10th एंड 11th. वाजा डिफरेंशिया भी टू पेयर्स है, लेकिन 11 से स्टार्ट होके जाएगा 18 तक. 18 पे इट विल मीट द प्रोस्टैटिक डक्ट. प्रोस्टैटिक डक्ट के साथ मिलने पे इट विल फॉर्म अ कॉमन प्रोस्टैटिक एंड स्पर्मेटिक डक्ट, जो कहां खुलेगा? 18th सेगमेंट में. दैट इज अ मेल जेनाइटल अपर्चर. राइट. कमिंग टू द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम. नाउ फीमेल के अंदर ओवरीज, ओविडक्ट, स्पर्मैथिके. ओवरीज, ओविडक्ट, स्पर्मैथिके. लुक एट द स्पर्मैथिके फ्रेंड्स. कैन यू सी दैट इसका लोकेशन जो है वो 6th में है, 7th में है, 8th में है, 9th में, लेकिन इसका ओपनिंग किधर दिख रहा है तुमको? ऊपर 5th और 6th के बॉर्डर पे दिख रहा है. देखो 6th और 7th का जो इंटर सेगमेंटल ग्रूव है, सेम ईयर फॉर 7th एंड 8th एंड ईयर इज फॉर 8th एंड 9th. सो प्लीज बी वेरी केयरफुल व्हाट इज आस्क्ड इन द क्वेश्चन, वेदर दे हैव आस्क्ड फॉर अपर्चर और द स्पर्मैथिके इटसेल्फ. ठीक है. So spermathecae 4 pairs which lie in the 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. अगर अपर्चर होता तो इंटरसेगमेंटल ग्रूव होता. ठीक है. They open to the outside through the pores situated ventrolaterally in the grooves. ठीक है. They store the sperms received from another earthworm during copulation. Ovaries में pair of white masses. Right. These are the ovaries in the between the 12th and 13th segment, the septum, right? 12th or 13th के edge पे. Can you see the ovaries situated here, right? Obviously, the role of ovaries is nothing but to produce ova. Now, just below each of the respective ovary, you will have a oviduct, very short ovarian funnel. Just zoom in. ये देखो, right? So यहाँ से you will have the release of the ova. It will go through the oviducal funnel. Right now ovarian funnel के अंदर जाएगा, and look at this, both of them are combining together to open into the 14th segment. Can I see this is the mid ventral structure, है ना? Mid ventral. So female genital aperture is only single and male genital aperture are two, pair में है. ये 14th segment में है, ये 18th segment में है. ठीक है. That is oviduct. Okay. So ovaries, oviducts, spermathecae. Now fertilization of earthworm. Right. See, starting में ही we mentioned that it is a hermaphrodite. Right. But in spite of being an hermaphrodite, it cannot self-fertilize. Right? It needs a mate. It needs a partner for reproduction. Right? How is the reproduction going to occur? Mutual exchange of sperms occur between the two worms during mating, and they mate juxtaposing opposite gonadal openings. Right? Now, juxtaposing opposite gonadal openings. इसका मतलब एक का मेल स्ट्रक्चर दूसरे के फीमेल स्ट्रक्चर के सामने. Juxtaposing. Right? Now what is happening? Mature sperm and egg cells and nutritive fluid are deposited in the cocoon by the glands of clitellum. Right? Clitellum का स्ट्रक्चर किधर है? 14, 15, 16. Right ना? तो sperms deposit कहाँ हो गए? Tell me. Spermatheca. Transfer हो गए नीचे. Right? Where are the spermatheca? Spermatheca 5, 6, 7, 8 intersegmental groove या 6, 7, 8, 9. ठीक है. Clitellum 14, 15, 16. मेल एंड फीमेल अपर्चर्स किधर है? मेल अपर्चर पेयर 18th, female aperture mid-ventral 14th. So what they have to do is lie in opposition to each other, right? So that both of them can get fertilized at the same time. So there is mutual exchange of sperms, right? The diagram, look at the diagram. Just as exchange is occurring, right now, eggs and the sperms, right now, they fertilize. See, the entire, the earthworm, right now, it slides the cocoon, right now, the material which is secreted by the clitoral gland, glandular epithelium है, which is forming the cocoon material, वो slide होता है और जैसे ही slide होगा वो spermatheca के लिए पास हो जाएगा, जैसे ही spermatheca के ऊपर से पास होगा sperms deposit हो जाएगी उसके अंदर and fertilization will occur, and gradually you will find that the earthworm slides out, the cocoon comes out, and you have development of the progeny of the earthworm, right? So earthworm ka development is direct, there is no larva formed. Each cocoon produces 2 to what 20 baby worms with an average of 4. This is how reproduction in earthworm occurs, right? That well and truly finishes your entire syllabus, right, with frog and earthworm also. Okay, so thank you all, thank you very much, and I'll keep you posted up to when is the doubt solving and when will the vivas also start for us, right? Thanks a lot, thank you everybody.